All right, fifth grade. So today for your assignment, here's what we are doing. As I had previewed earlier this week, we are going to talk about getting ready for April 12th. All right, so it's very important to know April 12th is going to be a day that's very different for everyone, whether you are in person or in distance learning. So let me go ahead and bring up schedule here. So starting on April 12th, this is the schedule that we will start. Okay. If you want to go ahead and take a look at it, it is here. It is on Google Classroom. I posted it on March 23rd. That is what this little schedule is. I have it posted here in English and in Spanish. This shows you exactly what's going on throughout the entire day, whether you're in person or you're in distance learning. Okay, so you can go ahead and you can check this out and you can see what's going on. But today what I wanted to talk about for your assignment is I wanted to talk about a few things just getting ready for April 12th. Okay, so I'm going to start here on slide number 3. A few things, first of all, what to expect. Okay, this is going to be a day of school that you have never been part of before. You have never been part of a day of school where you are coming back from doing distance learning for an entire year in the building, okay? Or you're starting a new schedule that you're going to be on the computer the entire day after a year of one expectation. So like, let me just give you an example here. If you're staying in distance learning, your day is going to be, for the first time, pretty much an entire school day. This is the first time you've had an entire school day, really since the beginning of the pandemic, which started about a year ago. All right, so this is going to be very different starting on April 12th, no matter who you are. Okay? I will say, as a student, as a teacher, I have never had a day like April 12th will be. All right? Even when I was going to school, there was no such thing as a day where we had distance learning for a year and then we switched it up. That was never a thing for us. This is the first time anybody has ever done this before, and you are going through this. Okay, so I am doing my best to kind of tell you a little bit of what you can expect for that first day, but there's just going to be a few things that we are just going to have to roll with it. There's going to be some new things that happen that we're just going to have to adapt, which means kind of change as the day goes. Okay, so a few things here. There's 4 different things that you can expect on that first day. The first thing is a much earlier start. Okay, so right now our Google Meets start at 9:15. If you go ahead and look at our schedule, if you are in person, your day starts at 7:25. That's almost 2 hours earlier than I see you in the morning or Mr. G sees you. If you're in distance learning, you're waking up at 7:25, getting ready for the day, and then you start class at 8:40. So that is almost about a half hour earlier, a little over a half hour earlier than normal right now. And so the day is earlier. Okay. Oops, excuse me. Here we go. So a much earlier start to the day. And so what I want you to type in this box here is, I am going to be more tired. Okay. So because there's an earlier start, you're going to be more tired during the day. All right. I am going to be more tired during the day. I talked to a few teachers that have been in the building that are teaching in the younger grades at Achieve, and they're saying that, you know what, it's a lot different teaching in person right now. It's different than we've been doing it for a year, and everybody's a little bit more tired. Okay. Another thing that you might notice is you have some nerves. This is just like the first day of school. So nerves means that you may be a little bit nervous. You may have some anxiety, some stress about that first day back. Whether you're in person or in distance, it's going to be a lot different. Okay. Just remember that this is going to be very similar to the first day of school. Everybody has some anxiety about the first day of school, but just know that this is going to be kind of similar to that, and that's okay because we're all going through it together. Okay, so you can expect some nerves, and just know that this is going to be pretty similar to the first day of school. All right. Another thing to expect that first day, some new expectations of school. Okay, so whether it is wear a mask inside or being on the computer all day. Okay, so whether it is, wearing a mask inside if you're in person. Obviously, at our school, you have never had to wear a mask. Even if some of you have been coming to our school since preschool, you've never had to wear a mask all day inside. That's new, right? That is a new expectation for you. If you are in distance learning, we have not expected you to be on the computer for pretty much the entire day until now. Okay, so new expectations on that day that we come back, April 12th. Okay, and then a schedule that is pretty close to normal. Last thing here, a schedule that is pretty close to normal. Okay, so the school day itself, it looks very similar to the old days when we were in school. Okay, so it looks like, reminiscent. You might remember what it was like back in 4th grade before, distance learning happened. If you're new to our school, you can still, you can think of a few things that maybe your school day looked like back at your old school. There's going to be some things that happen in our daily schedule that are going to remind you of the way that school used to look. Okay, and also some things out in the world that are going to be similar to what it was before coronavirus. And that's exciting, okay? Hopefully we'll be able to kind of get closer to being normal. But that's one more thing that you can expect on that first day, a schedule that reminds you a little bit about normal school. Okay? All right, 2 more things that I want to do here today before I let you go. So some things that are happening during the rest of the year. Okay, so a few things that are going on here. So once April 12th hits, we will have 9 weeks of school left. 9. Okay, in those 9 weeks, here's what you can expect, some things that are going to be happening. Okay, MCA, we talked about the MCA. We will also be doing the NWEA. That will be happening later in May. But those 2 tests are happening, something that you can expect during the rest of the year. Activities. There are some activities that are going on. Maybe you're somebody who wants to take advantage of those activities. You can do that for the rest of the year. Also, something else that you can kind of look forward to is some warm weather. All right, so we are going to start seeing nice weather here in the spring. Some time to, be able to be outside with your family or friends, be at the park, all those things. So warm weather is something that's going to be happening for the rest of this school year here. And then also, like I had said, some return to normal, okay? Hopefully some things are going to start to open up. We can start to put the coronavirus past us. We can start to. It's not over, but we can start to kind of, have some sort of normal back, one piece at a time. Okay? So, knowing that these are some of the things that are going on for the rest of the year, plus a lot of other things as well. In class we'll be doing some projects, some research things, some exciting things that are going on for the rest of the year. But there's going to be a lot of things going on, okay, after April 12th. So on this last slide here, I want you to tell me what is one thing that you are excited about for the rest of the year. Okay? And I can give you a sentence starter here. One thing that I am excited about is, okay, and then tell me what is one thing that you are excited about for the rest of the year. It can be one of these things that we talked about here. It could be something else. Maybe you're going on a road trip. Maybe you're looking forward for the summer. Looking forward to summer school if you want to come to summer school at Achieve, or if you're just looking forward to coming back to school in the fall. What is something that you are looking forward to for the rest of this year, or just in the future here, in the near future? Okay, so tell us, what is one thing that you are excited about? All right, So that is everything for today. Okay, make sure that you are at the Google Meet today. It's very important because we are going to go over a lot of very important details about coming back to school for everyone, in person and distance. And it's very important news, and I want to make sure that you don't miss it. All right, so I will either see you at office hours at 10:05, or I will see you at our Google Meet time.